everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this one called Elmhurst Avenue. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So this is a family style home in it's an autumnal style, as you can see. And I actually built this on the 4th of September, which is over a month ago now. So if you saw my other video from the other day called Braxton House, I mentioned in that voiceover how I also built that one on the 3rd of September. And I actually put out this tweet a little while ago saying how I built 7 builds in 2 days. Well, this is the second one of those 7 because, like I said, the Braxton House one is already up. So I was in the mood to record a bunch in early September for some reason. And I kind of just built like 7, probably more than that actually, homes. But I didn't have the time to upload them all. And, you know, because I had like a bunch of collabs going on in the last month or so. And, you know, with the Get Famous coming out and other things, you know, it's just been pushed back and pushed back. So we're now here like nearly 2 months later, finally getting it up. And this has been on my desktop for 2 months, and I've just been looking at this thumbnail, and I don't know why, but I just absolutely love it. Like every day I see it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to share this because I just love how it turned out. And I feel like the thumbnail kind of just added a lot to the home. So like I said, it is up in the gallery. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. I do normally leave download links these days. I say these days because I never really used to, because, well, I started to and I forgot. And I think I forgot like maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, I think so. But apart from that, I've been pretty good at remembering them. So, you know, I can't guarantee that there'll be a download link in the description, but I'll try. And yeah, so you can also see there that the garage door is made out of stone again. So I built this before I started getting comments about people picking up on how I'm doing stone on the garage doors instead of like wood or something. So I kind of didn't even think about it when I placed the stone down on the garage doors. I know it looks a little bit strange, but I've kind of learned from those comments now, and I don't tend to do it. But since this was built before I got those comments, I can't really do anything about it. So hopefully you might not even notice that, hopefully not though. Anyway, so this home, well, I don't really know that much about it because, like I said, it's been a long time since I built this, so I don't really know too much about it, but I do have some screenshots. Like, I got like a little preview of the screenshots at the end. So I'm seeing 2 bedrooms, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2 bedrooms. There's also a study, a laundry room, you know, a normal kind of living room and kitchen. There's also a nice backyard area too, and as you can see here on screen, we've got a swimming pool. And then you can see that we've got like a I didn't really have much room for like a separate garage or anything, so it's just attached onto the side of the house. And we kind of got like a nice big driveway there too. And yeah, so, you know, I don't really know when I should stop doing autumn builds, because I know we're going to be getting into Christmas soon. I know it's still like a little while, can't speak today, a little while away. But you know, I don't know when to because I don't know, November, I know that's still autumn, but I don't really know. I don't associate November with autumn. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't know. But I do have another autumn build already recorded that I also did in early September, and I think that is all I've got recorded so far. When Seasons came out as well, I did do a bunch of autumn-themed builds, and that was in June, so I suppose it doesn't really matter if I end up doing an autumn build in November or December or something, but, you know, I'm going to try not to. And, you know, saying that, it's like the opposite seasons on the other side of the world as well, so I suppose it really doesn't matter. And yeah, so we're just going around doing some landscaping here. Now, you can see that we're building this in the, like, live mode, so I've already got a sim moved in here, then I just went into build mode. If you don't know, if you just go into the world map view and then go into build mode directly from there, but like, you know how it has the infinity sign for the money, and if, you know, like, you don't load your sim, well, I normally do that for the builds, and the reason I do that, especially for other seasons than summer, it's much better to do it that way personally, because I can see the true colours of the plants and stuff, because as you can see here in autumn, the plants and everything are a bit off coloured and different, so sometimes it's hard to kind of see. So I do like to normally build everything in the summertime or in free build mode, so I can see everything how it's supposed to be, and then for screenshots and stuff I then decide to go into whatever season it's going to be and then take the screenshots. Well, for today I did just go straight into live mode and then build mode from there, which means you can see the seasons, because, you know, I built in autumn a lot. I kind of know what the plants look like and stuff from building and so much in that season, so it wasn't really much of a big deal. So, as you can see here, we're now working on the interior. The wall coverings and flooring is already done. I mentioned this nearly every single build, but the reason I do that is because you see it anyway when we decorate the room, so there's no point if the build's going to be getting on the longer side of me including it, because you see it anyway. And yeah, so this kitchen here does have like a more of an orangey brown tones to it. Now, I don't tend to use those colours very often. I don't really know why. I don't really know, but with Seasons we did get a lot of nice kind of coloured swatch windows and pillars and stuff like that with that warm like orangey brown colour. I haven't really used it that much. I think I used it on a few builds when Seasons came out, but apart from that I don't really go for that colour scheme. I normally go for like a darker brown. If I do decide to use brown, I never really go for this orangey one, but it is still pretty nice, so I thought I'll go ahead and use it today for a little bit of a change. It doesn't perfectly fit with this build, like when you compare the counters to the trim on the wall coverings, it's not perfectly matched, but to be honest, I didn't really think about it that much, and it didn't really stand out to me as something that looked really, really bad. It just, doesn't match, which isn't always a bad thing. So we just did a little dining table there. Well, I mean, I say little, it's got 8 seats in it. Well, at least I think it does. So it's, it's a pretty big dining table there. Probably more seats than you need for this size home, but you may have people coming over and stuff, so it's always nice to have more seating and stuff. I don't really play the game that often, but when I've played in the past, it kind of like, with smaller homes, it's always a struggle when you have like, dinner parties and house parties and stuff, because it's just a struggle to get everybody in one space. And also, I just said, did I just say that I don't really play the game that often? What I meant by that is I don't actually play gameplay that often, because I'm always building, so I never really play the game that much. I did start a new current household a few months ago, and I just haven't really had the chance to play it in the last month, so I'm going to try and get back into that. Sometimes I do current household updates. You haven't really seen a gameplay video from me in a long time, so I don't know how enjoyable that would be, but let me know if you would like to see that at some point. Like I said, it probably won't be any time soon, because with Get Famous coming out and everything, and I've got a load of content to cover for that. And yeah, so also, speaking of that, if you do have any ideas that you want me to do with Get Famous, then please let me know in the comment section, or on any of my social medias, really. All those links are down below. You can send me on any of them, whether it's like a title of a build theme, or if it's a floor plan, an exterior screenshot. Just send any of those that you have that could be good for a Get Famous build. That'd be really, really helpful to hear. I do have a few ideas already. I've been kind of making a list, and I do have, well, quite a few mansions. What I'm thinking about doing is not doing smaller homes for Get Famous. I've got like 4 or 5 mansion build ideas, which, to do that all for like the pack coming out, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a, big workload. I might not get them all out, but I'm going to try and get at least 2 or 3 mansions out for, when it comes out. So I'll just have to see though, but if you have any ideas, that'd be really, really helpful to hear. And yeah, so as you can see right now, we're just working on one of the bedrooms. Like I said, I think there's only 2 bedrooms here, but you can easily maybe change out the study and maybe put like, another bedroom there. That is another option, because this room here is pretty spacious, so you can maybe put the desk in here, or even downstairs somewhere as well. That might be a good option if you need more space, then you could do that. I always say this, but you can make changes to my builds. There's no problem with that. All I ask is not to re-upload it as your own to the gallery, because I know a lot of people have problems with other people re-uploading their builds as their own. So you can make changes just, for your own game. And yeah, so this is the second room here that we're working on. As you can see, it's got a very bright sort of orangey red wallpaper, which I don't really tend to go for bright colours in my builds. I don't really know why, but I do a lot of neutral colours. So when it comes to incorporating colour into that, such as in the bedrooms and stuff, like with these sort of colours here in this room, it never really works out that well. But, I just thought I'd go ahead and include it, since it is a very, it's totally dedicated to autumn, this build, I suppose. So I suppose it kind of fits in a little bit nicer. And then this is the room here where we're going to put the study. Now, it is a little bit small for a bedroom, but if you really needed the space, you could probably make it work with a single bed. And, well, you won't even really need a dresser, because you only really need one in the household, to be honest. And even saying that, you don't need a dresser at all, really, because you can just click on your sim to change the outfit. I know there's a few kind of, other sort of what's the word, like options when you click on the dressers for like planning outfits and stuff, but I suppose you'll lose that. But you know, there's at least one dresser in the house, so not to worry. But we're just working on the laundry room there, which was the last room of this build, and I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this build, and let me know if you have any more suggestions for builds or anything in the future you want to see, as that'll be really helpful. You can go ahead and download this from the gallery. My origin ID is RealTorrentTV1. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!